Alright. Let's do it. What do we gotta do here?
This wall is horrendous.
It is horrendous. It's terrible.
Like, why is it curved on the left side, but like a straight angle on the right?
I have no clue. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Adventure 14 here. This season 3, we have a bit of a rough one. I have no clue what this build could have or was supposed to turn into, but it's one of the worst builds ever. I think this build dates back to probably 2017 or 2018, maybe 2018.
Brendan, you know our roof that we have that's like not steep on the one side, you know? How it's like 5 feet from there to the ground?
On the garage? Yeah.
Yeah, I've discovered that it's the funnest thing to sled down it.
Oh yeah, Pierce and I had that figured out a long time ago. We could have told you. I didn't know you were super into sledding.
Yeah, I tried to get Pierce to come down with me. He didn't want to.
Nah, Pierce is too old and mature for that now. But if I'm over, I'll go down with you. Old builds like this make me realize I'm not the best builder in the world, but my skills definitely have improved over time. And if you're someone who's trying to learn to build in Minecraft, or maybe you're just like picking up some new skills, learning from others, 1, welcome to the series, and 2, I hope it's helpful in some way. Or maybe you're just watching for fun, you know? If that's the case, I hope you enjoy it. Somebody better enjoy it, because I went through a lot of suffering trying to design this wall. This front wall looking right was kind of a big deal for me. Like, I really want it to look good, because it's going into like this bunker entrance, or like the actual housing area. I don't know what to call it.
What do you think about this shape for the walls?
That
looks this kind of outer wall here.
That looks
Then like
pretty
here you'd have a path that kind of
me.
spirals up here to have like a gate here to like your inner walls.
Right. Maybe even like bring this edge like out to this the second piece, so that this bridge can be like kind of one of the walls. I've really pressed this point a lot through this series, but communication with your teammates while you're building something's really important. Builds are so much better if everybody knows what the plan is. If you're in the right headspace, that like you're cool with everything being really random and the fact that somebody might tear down a part of your build to like finish theirs and all that, then you do you. But I've never done well in that environment. I like to have a plan. This wall really was a pain, and I'm still kind of not happy with it. It seems to me like it should just have a little more of a unique design. I'll figure it out though. You know what I realized the other day? All the big YouTubers that used to do videos like this, they all moved on to other things, or they're gone. Like, I know Jaracraft is around here somewhere still, but like, I don't know when the last time is that I actually saw like a Grian build video. Grian's build videos were like top-notch stuff, man. He really has a talent. If you've never seen any of his build videos, you should definitely go look one up. It's spelled Grian. He's a British chap. Lots of rustic style builds.
I'm actually going to remodel this and make it more like a traditional castle wall for the outer one.
Mm-hmm.
The inner one is going to look like this, actually.
Okay.
Because it doesn't need to be quite as, you know.
We are back again.
But this one needs to be more defended looking.
Hey, did you see this this wall that it's broken, like how it used to be?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like chilling here. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't just me improving and changing, it was Jacob too, and Minecraft itself. Jacob's building is through the roof anymore. It's awesome. He picked up a very cool building style of his own. And building's easier these days too. Minecraft's got a ton of new blocks from when I started playing, and a lot more features and structures and whatnot. It really does make building so much easier, especially when you're trying to build something from real life or from a TV show or something. Having lots of block options really does make or break the build sometimes. But on the other side of that coin, I do miss the old days. Everything in Minecraft and in my life was so simple back then. Oh, I don't know, Jacob. What do you think of my design there? I feel like...
Does it look at my screen?
That looks like it could be pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's not fitting, but maybe I'm just cracked.
You want to see some of the reference I'm looking at?
Sure. Do you feel like it needs to be less organized, like I'm building too symmetrical?
Maybe. If you look at real life castles, they are generally kind of messy.
Like they just keep building on pieces. They're like, oh, we got more money than we were supposed to this year. Let's build another tower. People still haven't learned. Like, I swear, they have not learned in the slightest. Because they still do that with, like, add-ons with their homes. So they're just like, we need another add-on. And they just build, like, one room.
Okay, this is where is it?
I have a question.
What's up?
Why does Brendan kind of sound like Steve Harvey?
Yeah, like messier like this, Jacob. Like if I just put like, there's just a random wall extension and I just build that up to be like some little building thing there on the left.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, that might be good.
So the name of the game is to now make this less organized. The big flaw in my building style is I do tend to build too organized. I do it often. There is some part of me that loves to see a symmetrical build. But I know it can't be so. It looks so much better if it's disorganized. Balanced, but disorganized. Like it might make the build look weird if there's a giant tower on the left side and then nothing to kind of compensate for that on the right. Makes it look unbalanced. If you do it right, it can look okay. But a lot of times it's not going to go very well. You gotta be like New York City and stuff. Think about your skyline, bruh. Think about your skyline. I've talked to city and urban builders. You would not believe how paranoid those guys are about how their skyline looks. I'm always like, oh, well, how does it look from the street? And they're like, we don't care. How does it look from 3 miles away? We need to bring in idiots from like way out there to spend money here. You already fell into the trap. You're already in New York City, moron.
Actually, the thing is the tilt. The tilt is what I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's a castle bunker.
Yeah, that's what I stopped doing.
That's what we're building, right? It's a castle bunker.
I think. I mean,
It's like some-
like a castle kind of built into a mountain, I guess.
It's like a weird mix between a castle and like an old-timey bunker. Are you gonna use these mud bricks for the roof?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm liking
Kinda-
it, so I'm gonna see if I can
Yeah.
like, implement them into this.
Wait, just see it not being tilted. How bad does that mess it up?
That was kind of interesting looking.
I agree.
It kind of
What
aims
the heck?
down.
I've been recording this entire time and I didn't realize it.
Whoops. Well, we've decided on what we're calling this thing. Castle bunker. It is a castle bunker. I'm not really sure that makes any sense, but we're going with it. I think the interior of the castle bunker is gonna be tough. As of recording this, like this vocal bit, we have done like 0% work on the interior. It's all just been exterior so far. So I have no clue what we're gonna do in there. It's pretty cramped. I assume we're gonna have to open it up some. But speaking of opening things up a bit, this courtyard is looking awesome. We actually have a decent amount of room now between all the walls. It's not like this little tiny closed-in section. Jacob and I aren't really quite sure what to do with this big ol' area yet. Like maybe we could put buildings in or like a campsite, kind of like Jacob's base in the last season. Maybe some old-fashioned machinery, possibly like an old weighted crane. Maybe some training grounds or something. Possibly a big old flag in the middle. But before I can do any of that, I gotta finish this stupid wall and this whole roof for it. The other walkway that goes from the interior to the bridge is probably gonna also need some kind of roof or something on it eventually. But yeah, Jacob's having his own trouble over there. He's trying to build a guard tower, and it's not really working out too good for him. Apparently, not too long before this, he built something like this with mods, so he had a ton more blocks. And now he's having issues with his palette because he doesn't have the same blocks anymore, so he has to try to figure out how to do it with the blocks he has available. Now that I think about it, this build would be a lot easier if we had mods. But we swore we'd stick to vanilla Minecraft. That way y'all can use this as inspiration for your own survival worlds, or you can build something like it, or whatever. Would you guys be interested in us posting world downloads for this stuff?
I don't know, like, what is this? White terracotta might look better.
Luca, what if you just found another?
That would like castle drywall kind of look, you know?
I don't know. We
like
could just
towers.
Like early version of stucco.
figure something out.
Yeah.
I'm using Nova.
Maybe?
I don't know. What
I don't
that
know.
is. Yeah.
Or I might just make them all stone. Like it worked. So I'm kind of copying the design of like what I did on like the modded thing, but there was like thousands more blocks there, so you know it's easier.
Mhm.
I'm gonna make my own brain.
And I like just the kind kind of block I needed. So like I don't know if I can necessarily pull off the design with like vanilla blocks. I might have to just make it all stone.
With this build, it's really hard to decide on a design because the original design was so bland. But once we got moving with something, it just kind of flowed out of us, so that's good. We got quite a bit done in one episode, actually. I think it's going to turn out to be a beautiful build. It's really taking on a classic medieval castle vibe, and I'm liking it. I'm glad Jacob pushed it in that direction, because whatever I was doing at first was really enraging me. I don't know why I was getting so angry at that wall, but I was just sitting there fuming. Well, that's about it for us this episode. If you guys want world downloads for all the worlds we've done so far, let me know. I can make it happen. Don't forget, we have a Discord where we do all this stuff, so if you want to join, come hang out with us. There's always some crazy stuff happening on there. Lots of cool people. Watch out for Isaiah, though. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.